It's Poundcake accompanying Thornetta Davis there. The blues queen of Detroit. Didn't know you had it in you.
Apparently, neither did I.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like you owe me 40 cents.
I'm sorry?
I own my name, my likeness, my copyright, and my masters. Every time you put me in one of these little parody songs, you owe me 40 cents.
You know what? You're right. I won't do that anymore. I will erase all of my Poundcake clips. I will erase all of my Poundcake clips.
SAG-AFTRA.
I will get, you're not in the union. I am. I owe you nothing. You are right. I will delete all of my Poundcake clips. And,
you ain't hurting me.
See how you like that. What?
I said, you ain't hurting me.
Yeah. Ain't hurting me.
I know what I sound like, and I know when I chime into a song, it's important. So you're only hurting yourself.
You a bitch. I'm only hurting myself.
You're hurting yourself.
I am only hurting myself to not have Poundcake in Little Drummer Boy. It's his rendition. I will have another trip to L.A. for you, specifically Anaheim, CA, for our Alter Ego Festival. It's probably 7 or 8 years for this now. Alter Ego is going to happen in January. But they've moved it. I think it was at the T-Mobile Arena where we do the festival, but it is now going to be at the Honda Center, which is in Anaheim. It's Paramore in the 1975 in the Black Keys from Akron, OH, and 30 Seconds to Mars and Bush, who you might have seen at Buzzard Fest and some 41 and some other bands. So a few minutes from now, I will have that next trip for you to get out of Ohio in January and out to California.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez, Bilton.
Oh, how are my goss guzzlers doing today? I got some hot goss for those goss-hungry guts. So let's get things started with the Las Vegas Grand Prix. It's coming up pretty soon, and it's a big deal. So big, in fact, that some of the employees at the Chicken Ranch have offered free services to any of the Formula One drivers. According to inside sources, the pros at the Chicken Ranch just want to show the drivers that they can also work a stick.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz.
This one's a little off the map because it's not quite celebrity gossip, but it's adjacent. But I just thought it was very interesting. Samuel Haskell Jr., the son of a top Hollywood agent, Samuel Haskell Sr., has been charged with murder. Jr. was caught on camera moving trash bags that are alleged to contain body parts of his dead wife. He had some people that worked for him, on his home, try and move the bags, and they saw the body parts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to do this." And then he disposed of them himself. It got discovered. He's arrested. And according to inside sources, not only is he charged with murder, he's also in trouble with the Los Angeles Division of Waste Management because organic material is supposed to be composted, not put in waste receptacle.
Oh, yeah. Faux shiz.
And then finally, Bill Burr's wife is all in the news because she was flipping off Donald Trump at a UFC event, and there's photos all over the place, and it's got right-wingers all in a tizzy, and Laura Loomer went off on Bill Burr's wife, calling her fat and saying that Bill's wealthy, so his wife should be a certain way and look a certain way. But according to inside sources, yes, Bill Burr is rich, but he's also kind of ugly. And I think, like, if you saw Bill Burr, you wouldn't, and you were like, oh, he's not Uncle Fester, but if you found out that they were brothers, you'd be like, yeah, I could see that. So I think Bill Burr's doing great with his wife. I think she's a lovely lady. And also, if you're Laura Loomer, I wouldn't be body shaming people when you look like the Jigsaw mask just went to Ulta. Like, you're not, you're a weird looking lady. And that's all for this week.
This is Hot Celebrity Gossip with Perez, Bilton. Ooh.
What does Bill Burr's wife's dress size have to do with anything?
She just was saying that, oh, he's a millionaire, so she should have a personal trainer and prioritize
But
her
she's
health.
not a heavy woman.
She views this picture where her arm looks kind of big, but like she's still pretty trim. She's had 2 kids.
I was going to say they have 2 or 3
in her
kids.
she was probably in her 40s when she had those kids, and that baby weight's going to stick around for a little bit. But she's not a big lady at all. So I think this lady is just mad that she flicked off Trump. Gave Trump the old double bird.
Well, because
then
everybody,
they gotta go,
I had all these people hitting me up asking me why I hadn't talked about the Trump thing, and I don't know what there is to say. I mean, were they sitting next to where they? Okay,
you didn't see the picture?
I did see the
Yeah.
picture, but I couldn't
They're kinda
tell
near,
if
yeah.
they were just passing by or if their seats were next to Bill Burr and his wife.
I think the seats were nearby.
Like Trump walks in with Dana White, Tucker Carlson, and Kid Rock, right? So they walk out to American Badass, to this, I guess they couldn't find any Russian rock music on short notice, but to the UFC fight. And Bill Burr's wife double flips off Trump, and all the MAGA dopes are like pulling their hair out over this.
Because they thought Bill Burr was on their side.
Well, no, but they're like, where's the decorum? And I mean,
shut
your
up,
eyes will
right?
fall out of your head rolling the same people who have F Biden flags on their lawn across from a middle school are like big mad that Bill Burr's wife flipped Trump off. I mean, listen, the beating this guy's taken now in court, he needed to go somewhere where everybody's going to like lick his hole for 90 minutes or whatever.
Jesus. Okay.
But that's why you walk in. Listen, when I went to the Conor McGregor fight, that UFC fight where he broke his ankle in like 17 seconds, 2021 in Vegas, Trump was there. He was there with
Hit him with a double bird.
Travis Barker was there and Kourtney Kardashian. You know, those rows, they show you all the celebrities on the Jumbotron, and Trump was there. And the place goes nuts. I mean, there's some people booing, but, you know, that's a UFC fight.
It's a home game.
It's
for
a
him.
home advantage for right. But it's so funny to watch these same people, the Let's Go Brandon people, crying about Bill Burr's wife. Like, what are you talking about? So, I don't know. It's whatever. But that's why right-wingers, by the way, are full of crap when they whine about brands taking political stances. Because the UFC is a massive brand. It is a billion-dollar brand. And they love it. They love he's walking in with Tucker Carlson and Kid Rock. So don't talk to me about this. Brands should stay apolitical. Okay, maybe. But you'll love it when he shows up at the UFC fight. So it was, I don't know. I thought the whole thing was very, very strange. But what I couldn't tell was if they were sitting next to them and Bill Burr's wife. I kind of feel bad for Bill Burr because he's like, Jesus Christ. Like, you know, you want to support your wife, obviously, but all of the acrimony and the vitriol is going to be pointed at him.
Right.
His wife's not famous. He is.
But one of the best things is following her Instagram account because it's just her living her life and then getting Bill Burr to do husband stuff. So it'll be like them posing in like a garden at brunch and stuff like that. And it's just very funny to see him just in that setting of doing stuff with his wife. It's hilarious.
Listen, it doesn't matter who you are on stage
Yeah.
or who you are behind a microphone. If you're married and you're trying to keep your spouse happy,
You're doing
all kinds of stuff that is not like on brand for you. So, whatever. Hey, I got this trip. We're going to send you out to California, Anaheim, for the 2024 Alter Ego Festival. And you're going to see the 1975, and you're going to see the Black Keys from Akron, Ohio. And you're going to see Paramore, one of Poundcake's favorites. And 30 Seconds to Mars and Bush and Sum 41 and more. You and a pal, we're going to fly you round trip. We're going to put you up. Going to get you tickets. It's a nice big package. So listen closely and good luck.
Now, your chance at a trip to our iHeartRadio alter ego. Text the nationwide keyword ALT to the number 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's ALT to 200-200.
By the way, I sat on it because I wasn't sure if you were going to talk about it in Perez Bilton. About how they dug up some old Brittany Mahomes tweets.
Oh, really?
That were giving Taylor Swift a hard time.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, guys, I mean, like, Brittany Mahomes is not that old, so they had to go, she was like 17 and tweeting about Taylor Swift, because now they're all besties, right? Because of Travis Kelce. And so now the Swifties are all retroactively mad at Brittany Mahomes. I doubt Taylor Swift is the very last person who even cares. But somebody went through. Because here's a wild thing about the Swifties. They can't just let their girl have a good time. When you talk about having a parasocial relationship, you will never see that in greater detail than with Taylor Swift fans. Because they go to the mat like they're fighting a fight that no one is paying attention to. And so somebody dug into old Brittany Mahomes tweets when she was 17. So you're talking like a decade ago. And I don't think you can pin anything to somebody when they're 17 years old.
Right, especially, yeah.
But she was like, I can't wait until she... when's she going to write songs not about breaking up with guys or, I don't know.
That's not even bad.
When are you going to find something different to write about besides boys and relationships? Yeah, what?
I thought she was calling
This is
her
what
like
I'm
a
saying.
bitch
No,
or
this
like-
is what I'm saying. Like they're
got
looking
no
for a fight
boobs.
where there isn't one, and they're flipping out.
That's how white girls fight. When are you going to stop writing songs about boys? Like, that's what they're aggravated about. Ugh. I just hate her Starbucks order. It just takes forever. I'm tired of standing behind her. That's what they fight over.
I'm tired of standing behind
oh
her.
my God, this chick gets the same order every day and it's never ready. I have class in 15 minutes. I swear to God. Jill, listen to me. I swear to God.
Are black girls into Taylor Swift? Is that a super vanilla fan base?
From what I understand, according to Bridget Linton, Taylor Swift's music is for fat, ugly girls.
You know what? Just let me go on record, since she's not here to defend herself, that she did not say that. Bill keeps trying to make fetch happen when it comes to Bridget Linton. And
I think it's happening.
I don't know about that. But is that a vanilla fan base, Poundcake? The Swifties?
As far as I know, I don't know if
Okay.
I my girl best friends, most of them are all black girls, and neither one of them care about Taylor Swift.
Who are they into? Is there a person who gets their attention? Or is that a moving target?
Janine Aiko? Or Janae,
Yeah, Janae Aiko, yeah.
Janae Aiko, a lot of rappers, obviously. I think is Tyla, that song Water, they like.
What about Callie?
I haven't heard of her.
Oh, Callie's cute. She's from Atlanta.
You know. So yeah.
What about Saweetie? They keep trying to make her a thing.
I don't like her.
I like her.
I don't like her ever since she came out with her McDonald's meal. I just didn't like.
That's what did it for you. She's
like
trying to get paid.
I know. I just don't like her commercial.
boy.
She just didn't sell for me. Get your McDonald's. I don't need that.
Yeah, but that's that audience. I mean, they're always going for an urban audience. There's no Maroon 5 McDonald's collaboration,
And young
right? Yeah, and
audience,
young.
too.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Nicki Minaj would have done it in a more creative way. I don't like it.
By the way, I mentioned a while back, people were like, how come you don't do prison mail anymore? Because prisons have transitioned to digital. So there's no more handwritten letters. But I have a prison mail story. Can I give you a prison mail story?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you a prison mail story.
Dear Mama,
Shouldn't have did what I done, dear Papa. Getting caught with a gun. Sitting here writing down letters of hope. Praying every night that I just don't drop the soap. Dear Alan, read my message today. I'm in prison. All right, so this is a story from overseas, but two different people sent it to me. This is a guy, and I was reminded of this when you were talking about that YouTube dude, big fat guy. Mm-hmm. There's a guy over in Italy, a young guy, who killed his girlfriend after she complained that he was leaving too many crumbs on a hotel bed. This guy's 35.
That's why you got to get 2 beds. You got the 2 queen beds, then you got a food bed, and you got a sleeping/sex bed.
Double queen. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless you really want to wild out, and then you just get 1 king, and then it's an eating, sleeping, sex bed.
If you're murderous over crumbs, then don't do that.
Well, don't do. I mean, you don't know till it's too late, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, you know.
I feel like the warning signs were there.
Probably. If you got a problem with crumbs in your crack. Anyway, this guy's 35, and his girlfriend was 10 years younger than him. They were on vacation a few years ago, and he stabbed her 57 times, like Heinz sauce, because she had complained about him leaving too many crumbs on the hotel bed. And so they arrested him, and they were going to put him in jail, but because of the pandemic, there were all these long delays. And so they finally convicted him last year, and they gave him 30 years. But he wrote a letter and said that he should be able to serve out his sentence at home because he had gained an inordinate amount of weight. I don't know how you get super fat in prison. Maybe it's a lot of, I don't know,
food.
Processed foods at the commissary or whatever.
Well, it's a lot of that. And then also, I mean, there's a lot of people that will work out, but if you're incredibly depressed and you're overeating and
I thought they make you have a job. They make you do something. Well,
this is overseas. This is in Italy, so I don't.
They're not contributing to the economy like the prisoners in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit different.
That's fair. Okay. I didn't think about that.
So when he was initially put in jail, he weighed about 250 pounds. Now he weighs 430.
Nice.
He gained almost 200 pounds in jail. He needs a wheelchair. He needs crutches. And he wrote a letter saying that the prison's layout is not optimal for him. It's incompatible with the prison regime.
Uncompetable. Uncompetable for my body.
And that him being in jail makes it impossible for him to lose weight. He said that his chain smoking, boy, I thought that suppressed your appetite.
Right. This guy's an enigma.
Yeah. So they put him on house arrest. They took him out of prison.
It worked.
Put him on house arrest.
It worked.
Because he wrote the letter. And obviously the victim's family is flipping the F out.
Yeah.
He didn't even have to smear poop on his body or nothing.
Because
you get the 450 pounds, there's poop smeared on your body.
Ooh.
You can't clean properly.
Like,
they don't give you good toilet paper in prison either. That's a rough situation. There's no bidet. Well, that might be a bidet country, so it might be okay. But
When I grow up, I want to be a lardo on workman's comp, just like Dad. I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
The rag on a stick. Anyway, the prison officials have assured the victim's family that if he ever loses enough weight, he'll go right back to prison. And they were like, yeah, that's not going to happen. So this guy wrote a letter complaining that he was too fat and that he couldn't lose weight and that he would prefer to be under house arrest for the next 30 years. And they took him out and they put him in his house because he gained 180 pounds in prison by writing a letter. So thank you to whoever sent me that. It's not prison mail to us. Because we don't get email, we don't get however they change
get email, they just don't send it to us.
Yeah, however they change that system, we don't get those anymore, and I miss them. Guys, it's drugs. For some, it's a knife. One dude shot his dog for banging his wife. Dear Alan, read my message today. I'm in prison. I got a break here. If you want AJR tickets, those guys are back on the road. They got a new album out. They're going to tour in support of it next year, coming to Cleveland. So if you dig them, I'll hook you up coming back. Another $1,000 is straight ahead of you, too.